Hello, my name is Minzy, and this is my granddad's tie, and I am a wee bit ill. So the last thing I need to do is puff a few electronic cigarettes, but I really wish I could, because it is a fabulous second T20 victory for Bangladesh against West Indies, which I managed to watch live. Sorry, I take that back. I didn't watch the game live at the cricket ground. I watched the game live on the TV screen. I would love to go to St. Kitts where the game took place, but that would cost me my entire month's wages, so I don't want to be doing that just yet. But I would love to go for the vibes and jokes. The people over there look so lovely and happy, and just full of rich culture and vibes that I just want to lay my hands into and sample the lovely atmosphere of that country. But whilst I'm still early on in my career, you better learn how to save rather than have some fun. That can be done later on. But let's talk about this game. It's a low scoring thriller. Bangladesh ended up winning by 27 runs in the end on a pitch that was almost like Mirpur and Dhaka rather than the one in St. Kitts that we're more attributed to. It was just a rank turner. Spinners had their field. Every ball was like turning away from the batsman. It was astonishing. Um, with the way things proceeded, I was glad that Bangladesh batted first because it's the same stadium for all three T20s and they're based 2 days apart from one another. So you're better off just batting first, really. So they got in, batted first. But I thought West Indies would restrict us to a very paltry score because they actually bowled really, really, really well. And it all started off with Litton Das, our captain, once again carrying on his poor run of lean form when he went for an absolute walkabout. I mean, the guy was almost heading towards airport customs. The runway is just behind the stadium. He's heading towards passport control the way he strolled out. My friend, there's one more T20 game left. Where are you going, bro? Where are you going? Stay in your crease, man. Went all the way halfway up the pitch and got easily stumped. And then Tanzid tried to hoik chase down the leg side and got his off stump rattled. And then Sumya and Mehedi kind of put on a bit of a partnership, and then lazy running from Sumya, who batted so elegantly in the first T20, then ends up getting himself run out. I'll talk about his fielding attributes later on. It was just lazy. He should have just put in more of an effort on the running and stretched his bat out. It was just pure laziness. I mean, take nothing away from the fielding. It was sharp. The throw was precise at the keeper, who was very quick in, doing it. Like, he caught you like this and then he went, knocked out the stumps like that. That was brilliant, to be fair. So fair play to him for that. But lazy running. Running. Like I said, then Mahedi steadied the ship for a bit. I thought he was a bit unlucky because the way he got out, he made a nice little slog sweep for deep fine, but got holed out straight to the deep fine leg square fielder. Does that make any sense? Deep fine square fielder, I think. Anywho, he just found him. He actually just genuinely found him. If he wasn't there, it was going for a flat back six, but unfortunate, he just found him. It's just the way it was. And then Jacke, again, with his little cameo 21. Brilliant. He's been having a great series in the Caribbean, and he got us the win in the first test, and then he carried on in the ODI series, and then won us the game in the first T20, and the second one again good not for 21. Again unlucky with the way he holed out to long on. A little bit of a simpler catch for Chase this time. He didn't have to go hopping across the boundary rope and back again. Yeah, and then that left us at 88 for 7. This is where I kept saying I thought I thought West Indies were gonna hold us out for a really paltry score, less than 100 runs, and then Shamim came. I don't know where Shamim has been hiding. Seriously, where the fuck have you been hiding? That 35 not out that he made was sensational. Fam, the way he was bludgeoning the ball all over the park. I love the shot where he just shuffled across to his left and then put it behind bloody deep deep fine leg region for a couple of fours. I thought that was sensational. Seriously, where have you been hiding, fella? You need to be in our T20 and ODI squads, man. Seriously, don't go hiding anymore. You've had a fabulous series there. I hope you continue your good work. His 35 got us up to 129, and I actually sat there and I went, on a pitch that's turning and a pitch that's been used, I actually thought that was okay. I thought it might be enough. It might be enough, and I was proven right in the end. But West Indies started off alright, 19 for 0 of 2, and then Taskin. Taskin led the way with his bowling. He came on the third over. Bam, test length, got out the first player king, and then he followed it up with a second one. Yeah, brilliant test length again. He got out Fletcher. They tried to promote Fletcher to number 3 and it didn't work out in the end. 19 for 2. And then it became 3 for 28 when Mahdi, there's Mahdi Hassan and Mehdi Hassan Miraj. It's a bit confusing. But Mahdi Hassan, the off spinner, wow, I don't know what to say. Like, he got 4 wickets for 13 in the first T20, and then in the second one, he followed it up again. He got us started by, who did he remove? I'm not quite sure who he removed, to be honest with you. Was it Charles? I think he got rid of Charles. It was a fortunate dismissal, really, because it was given out LBW by the umpire, when they reviewed it, it showed wickets were clipping, but the clipping is like, if you imagine the leg stump and the middle stump pole, and then the bail on the top, it was just clipping that little top right hand corner of it. It was very fortunate, of a LBW decision going in our favour, but fair play to Mahdi Hassan Miraj for that. And then he persisted with a slip fielder because they were thinking wickets. 129. I said it was a good score, but it's not like a winnable score. You still have to keep chasing wickets, and he kept a slip fielder in, and he kept Sumya Sarkar in. Brilliant this isn't, and he got Puran out for a duck. Bowled it right into his legs. He got his bat down really late. Took out the thick outside edge, and it was a simple regulation catch for Sarkar. Brilliant, and there were 4 wickets down, I think, for 32, and they were struggling at this point. And then we had a chance, I think it was a chance to get rid of Powell very early on, when, was it Taskin who bowled? No, I think it was Tanzib who bowled. He got his outside edge, it went straight to Sarkar, and then he fucking dropped it, the idiot. There's a dolly. He dropped a dolly and he fractured his bloody, I think was it his pinky finger? Or was it his 4th finger? I think it was one of those two. It looked horrible. He went straight to hospital. He'll be out for at least a couple of months. Don't think he'll be back in time for the Champions Trophy in Pakistan in February, sadly. So that was him done and dusted, unfortunately. And then, Hassan Mahmood kind of stunned Powell. He got him out crucially. Luckily, that drop catch wasn't too disastrous. The ball was zipped in. He got him out on a wide Yorker. This time around, he zipped it in knee length and just surprised him. He took the outside edge and he was caught at point. Brilliant bowling. And then to follow that up, Tanzim with a bouncer to, Romario Shepherd. It's like something you see the West Indies do, or not even West Indies, just every other team against Bangladesh. Just bang it in short because we're too short. We can't handle it. We did the old trick against them. They couldn't handle it. Surprised him. Late pull. edge, went up in the air, and dolly for the first slip. Excellent, excellent, excellent bowling. And then Hussein and Chase started giving me a heart attack because, like I said, 129 ain't really a score where you should be comfortable. Any old partnership can take you guys over, and it was scaring me. They were bludgeoning sixes. They bludgeoned Hassan Mahmood for back-to-back sixes. That was, you know, nerve-wracking to say the least. And then came Rishad Hussain, who took out Chase's off bowl. What a crucial time to take that guy's wicket off. And then, on top of it, Tanzil came in, surprised Aljari Joseph with a nice little bouncer. That took him out by surprise. Nice caught on bowl. And then, boom, it was now just trying to wait for that final wicket to go. And Taskin finished it off by taking out... was it Morty's wicket? No, it wasn't Morty's wicket. I can't remember who he took out. What was it? Akil. I think he took out Akil Hussein's final wicket. Nice little catch by Viraz at point after he tried to give himself some room, and then it didn't quite work out. And then Bangladesh won the series 2-0. Could they go off and win the series 3-0? Yes, they did. I'll give that reaction in another video. But until then, fabulous series win, 2-0. We got the revenge for the ODI series loss, and the third T20 reaction is slowly coming up. Until then, ta-ra and good night. And please wish me a speedy recovery because I need to go to Goodison Park tomorrow for Everton versus Chelsea. Up the Blues, but on this occasion, well done to the Tigers. Ta-da and fog off.